Sometimes it can be hard to know what children are thinking or what they're feeling, because when we ask them a direct question, they don't always open up. You know, if you say to them, well, what's the matter? Or what did you do at school today? The answer often comes back nothing, or their shutters just go down and they don't talk to us about it. So if you're concerned about what your child might be thinking, what they might be feeling, a really good way to find out is actually by observing them in play. Because in play, children work through their thought processes and what's on their mind, and it often comes out in that way. So for example, at the moment, if you're thinking, I wonder how my child is feeling about going back to school after such a long break, maybe they haven't been to school since March, well, it's a really good idea just to provoke a bit of role play around school. Great way to do that is simply to leave a piece of equipment lying around. I mean, you're going to want to get their school equipment out anyway. You've got to check, do their shoes still fit? Can you find their book bag? All of those kind of things. New pencil case. So rather than doing that directly, get that book bag out and put it with their toys. Just leave it there. Now, because it's probably got a big novelty factor, they haven't seen it since March, it's been in a cupboard, they're going to be drawn to it and they're likely to play with it. So it's quite likely that they'll incorporate that into their play and they'll start playing schools or role-playing something around schools. And while they're doing that, observe them. What are they doing? What seems to be preoccupying them? What stories are coming out in their play? If they don't automatically do that, you can, try and provoke it a little bit by saying, doing a role play with the teddies. So, let's play schools with the teddies or the dolls or whatever it is. You might find that through that play experience, you work out that your child is absolutely fine about going back to school, that he or she is actually really excited and really looking forward to it, and they're looking forward to particular things, but you'll get so much really rich information about what's on their mind by doing it in that way. You might find that there are things that worry them, and if you're playing with them, you might be able to work through some of those worries, some of those concerns. You might say, oh, well, Teddy's a little bit worried about going to school. What could you say to Teddy that might make him feel better? And you could come up with some reassuring coping strategies for that situation. So whatever the topic, if you want to know what your child is thinking, try that indirect approach through play rather than direct questioning, because you'll get a much richer picture of what's going on in their mind. I do hope that helps. Take care.